Everyone thinks Meghan Markle turned Prince Harry into her PR project. A multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix, Time magazine cover, and an exclusive interview with Oprah. However, this is only part of the truth. Who is really using this marriage as a hype tool? Subscribe and hit the bell to find out how Princess Kate was in Meg's place 10 years ago. Why has Meghan Markle become the most hated woman in Britain? Each side has its truth.
They were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
Who is right, though? People of Britain and the palace consider Meghan to be a greedy, prudent American. In contrast, her fellow Americans see Markle as a victim of racism and a sad woman treated poorly by her husband's family. Yet, Meghan made too many mistakes for the evil mastermind. The biggest one is that her media projects will soon deprive her family of titles and privileges. She already regrets it. Meghan and Harry even named their daughter Lilibet, in honor of the Queen. But this did not help the prince get to Balmoral Castle in time to say goodbye to his grandmother. Due to this, the couple delayed the premiere of their Netflix documentary to make some changes. Meghan insisted that some of the facts be watered down, according to page 6. It seems that the Duchess is trying to appease the royal family. Do you want to know who uses this marriage always to get the crown bad press? Subscribe, and we will reveal the biggest secret of the Dukes of Sussex. In the meantime, let's talk about how Meg is trying to save her reputation. In the August of 2022, she launched the Archetypes podcast, where she tries to fight stereotypes around women.
My hope for Archetypes is that people come out thinking, oh, she's a real person. She laughs and asks questions and approaches things with curiosity.
You seem to be annoyed about your own stereotype, Meg. Unfortunately, the effort is in vain. Each episode gets her and Prince Harry more problems. The episode with Paris Hilton ended with Markle boasting about her achievements, studying at the Faculty of International Relations, working at the US Embassy in Argentina, and in the Treasury. Then she added that she had to work on the Deal or No Deal show as a scantily clad model holding a suitcase with money. What a humiliation for such a clever girl. She deserves more. These ambitions almost cost Markle her title and the love of the British people. For years, she unsuccessfully tried to break into Hollywood and only landed a TV show in Canada. She needed a project worthy of Meg's incredible appetite for fame.
Waiting tables or hostessing, both things that I've done, and that couple $100, that gives you a sense of not just purpose, but a sense of self-satisfaction. I think.
What buzz will bring millions? She made a real show out of her relationship with Harry. Their wedding broke almost all of the royal family's traditions at Markle's whim. The Baptist choir sang at the ceremony, and a black pastor married the couple. Not the father of the bride led her to the altar, but the father of the groom, the future King Charles III. It would have been okay if Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, was deceased. No, she didn't call him. The press has gone crazy. A looser dad could ruin the perfect picture that Meg had in mind. She was married in a Givenchy dress, while, according to tradition, brides of the crown must wear dresses from local fashion houses. It became clear to everyone, being Harry's wife is Meghan Markle's best role. She will squeeze everything out of it.
Yeah, no, it's hugely refreshing to be able to get to know someone who isn't necessarily within your circle, doesn't know much about me, I don't know much about her, so to be able to start almost afresh.
Just because Meg enjoyed the benefits of this relationship didn't mean she planned it from the start. There is new evidence. She was lucky to be in the right place at the right time, when Harry's ex-girlfriend turned him down. Before marrying Meghan Markle, Prince Harry had no luck with love. All his girls were scared to enter the royal family. His last serious girlfriend, Cressida Bonos, wanted to focus on her acting career. She was a friend of Princess Eugenie and knew that she would never fulfill her dream after becoming Harry's wife. Christopher Anderson's new book, Brothers and Wives, Inside the Private Lives of William, Kate, Harry, and Meghan, says Bonos was terrified by Prince William and Kate Middleton's royal tour of Australia and New Zealand. Watching the receptions and constant meetings, the girl realized that royal life was not for her.
When she saw what her future could be, she was just scared.
Princess Eugenie said. So, Harry founding Meg was a pure luck. She was not only ready for the hardships of royal life, but also tried to show her man what was most important in life.
It's not enough to just survive something, right? Like, that's not the point of life. You've got to thrive, you've got to feel happy.
Believe it or not, this is Markle's second big mistake. Do you think Harry's life only got more complicated after getting married? Yes, everyone sees him as a victim. But let's remember how the prince used to be. He was a womanizer and a drunk who also used drugs. Harry never enjoyed being part of his family, he proudly stood out. The prince was the happiest during his 10-year service in the army. Sadly, he was taken out of draft after the press found out about his mission in Afghanistan. Harry became resentful towards charity, royal parties, and his boring relatives. Yet, thanks to his wife, the prince understood the extent to which royal duties weighed on him.
Only after meeting Meg did you start the process of trying to figure it out. You hadn't tried it before, no.
Meg pushed him into self-discovery and therapy, which inspired Harry to take the next step. The one Duchess clearly did not plan. In January 2020, the Duke officially announced that the couple were stepping down as senior members of the royal family. The Queen and Harry's father, Charles, were shocked and immediately cut off Meghan and her husband. Now they had to make their own money. Of course, the prince had savings left for him by the late Princess Diana. But it was Meghan who helped the family stay afloat after his sudden decision to leave the palace. Meghan's friend, actor and director Tyler Perry, offered the couple to live in his house in Beverly Hills for free and use the security service. Perry wanted to help Meg, who was torn apart by the British press at the time. But wait. If it was Harry's idea to leave the palace and start denouncing his family, why is Meghan the #1 enemy in the country? Let Markle's predecessor, Princess Kate, talk about it. After the press exposed her affair with William in 2004, Middleton's life turned into a nightmare. For 6 years, the press humiliated the girl for a working-class background, for too revealing outfits and a love of parties. She was unworthy of a prince. This story repeated 10 years later with Meghan Markle. Who is to blame here? Between May 2018 and January 2020, Meghan had 5 times more negative articles than Kate, according to an analysis published in The Guardian. 43% versus 8%. This review found that 3 years after the wedding of Harry and Meghan, the British media took a fresh look at the Duchess of Cambridge. Now Kate is a perfect mom and a style icon. Kate is the savior of the monarchy. Prince William made the press change their tune. Kate was gradually introduced to her duties. The couple spent the first year of marriage away from the cameras. The prince even sued the press for insulting his wife. Now it is illegal. Couldn't Harry have done the same for Meghan? Would a victim of manipulation do that? Moreover, after the wedding and moving to the States, Harry's life did not change.
Moved that life of service to the States and we'll continue to do what we were doing before. So in that regard, nothing's changed for us.
The Duke's popularity is on the rise, and he is doing what the strict rules of the palace would not allow him to do. He receives millions of dollars for his films, interferes in politics, and writes scandalous memoirs. Harry has nothing to lose. He will always be a prince and the son of the most famous woman in the world. However, Meghan, not really. Talk TV royal editor Sarah Hewson says it was clear after the Variety interview that Markle is trying to smooth things over with the crown. According to a friend of the couple, the Dukes had several conversations with Charles and Camilla while they were in the UK for the Queen's funeral. Is Meghan trying to persuade her husband to reconcile? After all, she knows that their royal status is still her most valuable asset.